What's up, guys? How are we? How was your day? Mine was interesting. It's been so busy. I couldn't stand myself. But it is what it is. So, I guess tonight we're going to do a little bit of mediumship reads. And then we're going to do some Norse card reads. If you guys have never watched me read with this deck, this is the Yggdrasil deck. Yggdrasil. I feel like you have to say it like really cool, but anyway. It is a huge deck. This one right here. I'm working on getting it in the shop because I love it. It is one of my favorite decks. It's just been a weird day. It's just been a weird day. I'm really kind of glad I get to sleep in tomorrow. I am not going to lie. I'm really glad. There's something I'm supposed to put on my schedule for Friday morning, and I can't remember what it is. And that's... Whoops. Whoops. Oh, what's up, Sassy McSasspants? That reminds me of... oh, son of a bitch. I can't remember the movie. Wreck-It Ralph. There we go. Hang on, let me see. The figure who came through on my read last night. Figured out who came through on my read last night with the help of my parents. Do tell, Ginger, because we all want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Your Uncle Joe. Got it. I love that. Now, is he the one that just lost, you just lost your aunt? Thank you, Miss Sadie Poo. Okay, you heard the footsteps about a month after he passed. Okay. So I am going to let you guys know that Vlad has figured out how to jump from the floor straight up onto my leg. So I'm scooted real close. Real close. So he can't get up here. Like, we'll see. I'm also expecting it to rain. I've been weirdly cranky all day. Out of nowhere, I was weirdly cranky yesterday. I thought that it was just, jet lag, but no. It rained like hell yesterday. So, yeah. Thank you, Blue. All right. Ready? Miss Abigail, you are first. I'm going to go through and do my mediumships first. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to do them in the order that they came in. I think we're just going to do that. Yeah. So I lied. Miss Abigail, you are third. So Michael is actually first. Forgive me, Abby. All right, Mike. Hey, how are you, love? All right. So the first person that popped in, you kind of have an interesting wall to bust through there. Had to take a couple of deep breaths. The first person to pop in, I want to say it's a little lady, but I don't really believe that she's super tiny. She's a little quiet. Out of nowhere, she wanted to show me red slacks. Specifically that they were slacks. They were not pants, they are slacks. This lady is so much like my grandma. It's so funny. Okay. I don't understand. Okay, so here's what she showed me. I don't understand, and I'm trying to pull it all from her, so let me words through it. Because she's having a hard time communicating. So usually to me, when someone is having a hard time communicating words wise, it's either A, because they speak another language, which I don't think is the case here, or B, there's something up here like stroke, dementia, Alzheimer's, something like that. But there's something up with her arm, with her left side. So I'm assuming that this is stroke. She keeps showing me her hair, but as soon as I focus on her hair, she kind of goes back into the shadows, which makes me then wonder if this doesn't have something to do with dementia and Alzheimer's, because I feel like she's forgetting what she looked like, and she's like letting me know that this was an issue, that she forgot what she looked like. The other thing that's interesting about her too is that she's literally showing me her about like a foot tall, which I know is not realistic. It's not the case. So she is one of those ladies that she always took a back seat to everyone else. I don't understand this either, and so I'm going to tell you, because when she's showing me herself in this big black archway, like if you were to, like a very theatrical presentation, okay? Like she's coming through this big, huge, black, like inky, beautiful black archway, and there's a little bit of a light up here, but it's kind of gray. Like she likes to make a grand entrance, but she's very quiet with it. It's really funny. Like she's an interesting lady. Before I could ask that question about how long she's been gone, she says, I've been busy. So I don't know if this is somebody that you've been trying to actively communicate with, but this is kind of like, I've been busy. She's been doing something. Thank you for that, love. She's been doing something like really important. I feel like this started off as her trying to figure out that she was gone, and then moving on to she's been helping somebody around you, a younger female. Like she's been around her constantly. It's funny. It's almost like she's showing me, you know how when somebody's really sick and they used to like pat their head, you know, like to like dot the sweat off. Like she's showing me that. Like she was literally sitting with this younger lady. She brings me back to the being confused aspect again. So do you understand? I'm going to try to get some more from her. She's showing me the red slacks again. Okay, I got it. I mentioned the red slacks. I don't know if this was a burial outfit or what, but what's really funny is like she keeps making sure I point out the red slacks, and they're kind of a darker red, like maroon color. Guys, I am going to say this. If you co-read or you attempt to co-read while you're in here, my mods will mute you. No questions asked. It is super fucking rude to come in and co-read when somebody else is reading, whether they're reading cards, whether they're doing mediumship reads, etc. It is super rude, and there is a no tolerance policy, mods. So don't do it. You'll get one warning, and then that's it. Because I've noticed a couple people are doing it, and that's not cool, man. Okay? That's basically you coming in. Sorry that I have to pause, Michael. That's basically you coming in and trying to usurp clients from somebody else. That's bullshit. It's very disrespectful, and I am not going to tolerate it. I'm not tolerating it anymore. No more. Okay? So, yeah. Was that you that sent the kitty thing? Because it had no name with it. I did get it. I did get it. All right. So, there we are. She didn't leave. Okay, cool. When I have to pause my reads like that, you run the risk of that person leaving, like breaking that connection. You know what I mean? I don't think it's someone older than you know. I think that this is someone that you probably knew before when you were younger. She said the number 10. Okay. So I would say under 10, or she passed away when you were around 10. She's bringing me back to the memory issues, the Alzheimer's, well, not Alzheimer's, but the memory issues, the not remembering what she looks like, etc. When you were born, because she showed me patting the girl's head again, but it's weird how is she showing me? I have to figure out what that is on my computer. It's fucking pissing me off. When you were born, was your mom really, really ill when she was pregnant with you? When you were born, like, was she really, really ill? When you were born, was your mom really, really ill when she was pregnant with you? When you were born, like, was she really, really ill? Well, that's fun. Yeah, ask. Because the way she's showing me this, I don't think that this is someone, I think she is the caretaker. Okay? I think she is the caretaker, and she makes her rounds to everybody. I would bet that she passed away when you were 10 to 12 years old. She is kind of a short lady. She is not very tall. I would say probably 5'1" to 5'3", somewhere in that range. She also has like steel gray hair, not like silver, like that gorgeous like steel gray, like a storm cloud. I have a feeling she's related to you, because what she is, the energy that she brings in, I usually can tell if someone's related or not. And the energy that she brings in is very protective. It's very maternal. It's very mama bear. It's very matriarchal. There we go. This is that little lady that's super quiet that you don't fuck with, because she may not say it to your face, but she'll do everything she can to kind of, yeah. She has this really interesting quiet power. I don't feel like when she was alive, she communicated very well either, before or after the whatever brain issues. But I will say this. I think her communication issues when she was younger and throughout most of her life were because she was very private, she was very quiet, and she didn't want people to know her business. So I would not be surprised if this person knew a tiny bit, this person knew a tiny bit, this person knew a tiny bit. You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody only knew little bitty tiny things. No one really knew her all the way. I have a feeling this may be like a great aunt, to be honest, because when I tried to poke to see if there were children, if she had children, there's a girl that she loved like a daughter, that she kind of took care of, that she helped out, things like that. But I don't see a daughter or a son underneath her, if that makes sense. I don't understand what the thing is with the red pants. I don't understand. It's really funny. Okay. So she has super little teeny tiny feet. Like it's a joke. It's a joke. I also get the feeling that she was a dancer, like ballet, tap, something like that, because she's showing me foot movement. She's showing me, I have a feeling it was tap. Jazz, tap. Okay. So she's older. I would probably guess that she was born in the mid to late 20s. Because what she's showing me are things that would be dance styles, etc., in the 40s and 50s. So I would say probably mid 28, 29, I would guess. She was born in the late 20s. I will say this. She is a very, very interesting lady. There's a lot of secrets kept between her and other people as well. Why your family got to keep secrets, Michael? Took too many breaths and I had to yawn. So do you have any idea of who this might be? Like, she doesn't really want to tell me a lot. But I will say that the hair, she points back to the hair, like it's steel gray. It is 100% steel gray. Your great-grandmother, Grace. Okay. Was she alive when you were born? Because I have the feeling that this lady, well, not have the feeling, like she passed away when you were about 10. Okay. Okay. Did she have a stroke, or do you know? Because she brings me back to the left side of her body, the issue on the left side of her body. And it's funny that it's a great grandmother aspect, because she doesn't really speak a lot about her kids or anything like that. You think she did, but never really stopped her? I mean, I understand that 100%. Okay. She's showing me something. It's really funny. It's kind of a really bright, almost sky blue aspect. First she showed me a shirt, then she showed me a car. But the car is like a toy. Excuse the fireworks out there. Whoever the shirt and the toy belongs to, she's kind of worried about. Like, she's watching over them. She's kind of worried about them. And I have a feeling that this is a kiddo. Like someone pretty young. No, it's just a blue toy car. So when they show me a toy, when they show me a car or something that's toy-like, that usually is representative of a kid that they're talking about. But the t-shirt that she showed me was a man's t-shirt. Like, it was a big t-shirt. It was kind of a deep, like a royal blue color, but the car is a sky blue color. So that would not be me, love. If you guys, I will never reach out to y'all for a reading. Never, ever, ever. Okay. So I would say this, because it's going to be hard to kind of maybe say these things without being weird, but there's something really interesting about the kid that we're talking about here. She's paying very close attention to this kiddo. I don't know if this kiddo is going to be diagnosed as being neurodivergent, being on the spectrum, having ADHD, having epilepsy or whatever, but he sees her. Like, he literally sees her. So next time you're around, I would do a little experiment. I would maybe think about her, maybe talk to her before you get there, and then see how that baby reacts. Because whoever this is physically sees her. I don't think that they're having nightmares about her, but I do think they are probably dreaming about her. And somehow they are connected really closely like that. So I don't think this would be a stepson aspect. I think this would be someone related. Are you the only one in the family that is open to these kind of things? Because a lot of the things she's showing me, I don't feel like they're messages for you. I feel like they're messages for someone else. Mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever, that you might tell, you know, hey, your mom as well. Okay. Sometimes when nobody else is open and they can't get messages any other way, they dump a lot of messages really quickly. So let me dump those messages really quickly. First of all, I talked about the car. I talked about the t-shirt. This kiddo is really special. Like I said, I will not be surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised if in a year or so you're like, hey, you know, kiddo is on the spectrum. Kiddo is ADHD. Kiddo has epilepsy, whatever. Because this kid sees her. This is going to take a lot of finesse with the family, because this kiddo is also going to go through a lot of night terrors and things like that, not understanding what that kiddo is seeing. The other thing, she keeps bringing me back to that doorway, as if she's waiting on something. When she passed away, someone was supposed to have done something for her, and it did not get done. I don't feel like she's pissed about it or anything like that at this point, but it's like, I see you. I see you. So I will, okay. I would pay very close attention to who in the family, especially who was around when she passed away, is having a really, really hard time right now. She also showed me red birds, like cardinals. She showed me a big red glass one. I don't know if this was something that was in her house that somebody has or what. But the red birds are her. The red birds are her. Does that make sense? So it does? Okay. She's really interested in some stuff that's going on in your family right now. She doesn't want to tell me what it is, and that's fine. But I don't know if there's a disagreement going on, if there's like, it's almost like an inner battle in the family, like a little bit of a, you know, this person versus that person, etc. But she's really, really watching, and more watching in amusement, not watching as in making it worse. She's watching in amusement. All of the things going on right now, family-wise, all of the things going on right now don't matter. They don't matter one bit at all. So everything that everybody is disagreeing on, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She showed me the doorway again, the archway again. She's just kind of chuckling about it. She showed me the feet again. Did she have super tiny feet? As in like jokeably tiny feet? Because she showed them to me again. Because I don't think it's you that she's talking about. Curious about me too. We did have small fights and never really thought about her feet like that. Okay. I would ask if she had super small feet, because it's a joke with somebody. It's a joke with somebody. The aspect of the arguments and stuff going on with your family, this kind of inner war or whatever, I because of the way she is very nonchalant about it, I wouldn't get involved. I would stay as neutral as possible, because there's going to come a time very soon, I would say probably within the next 6 months, that there's going to be a big shift and it's not going to matter. So, yeah. Yeah. You have to call your mom in the morning. Yeah. I would ask about the red slacks. Like they're almost a maroon color, but not quite. Does that make sense? That is driving me nuts. I hate it. Okay. Yeah, I would ask, because she just kept pointing out the slacks. She just kept pointing them out. So, but she wanted me, before she goes, she wanted me to mention one more time that the family stuff doesn't matter. Like, just a reminder, it doesn't matter. So, yeah. Thank you for the comment about my eye makeup. If you guys had a reading from June, you should have gotten a coupon already or gotten a message about them. And if you would, please, if you guys have not gotten a message or confirmation or a coupon, please go back through and find your confirmation, because if we don't have a confirmation number, or if you can message the site with the same thing that you always message through or order readings through, then we'll be able to pull it up. Does that make sense? So, all right. Ready, Miss Nancy? You are so welcome. Probably not the person you expected to come through. But I don't think she was going to let anybody else come through and talk to you yesterday. Oh, it's on this phone. I went to look over and I was like, where's my other phone? You're talking to it. I have all of those downloaded today. Got so fucking busy. It's not even funny. Tomorrow is a day full of editing and uploading and so on. If it was who I think it was, then... Oh, okay. Okay. Right on. Right on. So, yeah. All right, Miss Nancy. You ready? All right, Miss Nancy, why are you blocked? Why is everything blocked? It's almost like you've been in this really weird, severe fog. No, I'm not saying that you're blocked where I can't read. I'm just saying that's the first thing that came up. Whoever this is on the other side there is like they're acknowledging this block. Did you used to see things a lot when you were a kid? Okay. I don't think that there was something big that shut them off, like a certain incident. I think that you just shut them off. Sometimes that happens as a kid. We're really connected, and then we get out in the real world and life happens, and we just shut our shit off. Okay. Purple satin. Like I can feel it on my face, like somebody doing this, you know, like a little kid. Oh, so this is a really elegant lady. Okay. I was like, why am I feeling the purple satin? This lady is like super elegant. Super elegant. Very graceful, very slim, very poised. Okay. In her prime, in her heyday, she has really dark hair, like almost black. So I would not be surprised if she actually dyed her hair really dark, maybe a little darker than its normal color. She's like fantastically gorgeous too when she's younger. She keeps showing me the purple satin, so I have a feeling this is a dress or a blouse or something that she liked to wear a lot. Purple's her favorite color. I have the feeling that she wears dresses. She wore dresses a lot because she wanted to show me the material swirling around like this. You know how when you have like a really wide skirt and you can do that and it makes the big swish? Like that's what she's showing me. She's back to the hair. Woo! This is going to make me yawn a lot tonight, guys. I'm just letting you know. She's showing me back to the hair. This is the big boof hair. So I'm going to assume that this is like 80s. But she's in her 30s. What she's showing me. She's in her 30s in the mid 80s. Early to mid 80s. Well, this is somebody connected to you, Miss Nancy. She's pointing back to the hair, as that's supposed to be something that you recognize, apparently, is the hair. This is like kind of a big, like she poofed her hair up. Like she poofed her hair up. And apparently she likes the song Dancing Queen, because that's what's going on in my head right now. I'm waiting on comments. And I'm going to have this song in my head the rest of the night. I just want you to know. I haven't heard that song in forever. Every one of you probably has Dancing Queen in your head now. Am I right? Okay. So this lady in particular, there is nothing calm, quiet about her. Like she likes to make an entrance. She had a big, humongous car. I have a feeling that she went through a few cars in the 80s because she was showing me a red one, then she showed me a white one. Like big, long boat cars. Okay. Definitely in control of her own life. Okay. I don't think that she has kids. I don't think that she has kids because she just keeps showing me all of these scenes of dancing and discos and things like that. What she just showed me, I can't repeat. Let's just say that she passed away very suddenly, and it was a very tragic thing, and it was not a self-inflicted thing. I have a feeling that this is a friend of the family. Is your mom still here by chance? Okay. Because I have a feeling that this might be a friend of the family. I don't think she has kids, and I could be wrong on the 80s aspect. It could be more late 70s. But your mom passed in 2019. I'm so sorry, love. So I know that you're hoping to hear from your mom. In fact, it's really funny that you say that, because when I first got on here, that's one of the first words I mentioned was mom. I don't think your mom's ready to talk. Let me say that. Oh, Peggy passed away. I don't think your mom's ready to talk just yet. Whoever this is, though, it's almost like she's trying to pull your mom out of the shell. Does that make sense? Trying to like pull her to talk. This is a friend of your mom's. This is a friend of your mom's. I have a feeling this is someone that took your mom dancing every now and then. She couldn't get your mom to go very much, but she did get her to go every now and then, because I heard I took her dancing. All right. She showed me the purple satin again. So is it Joanne? Her life was cut short really abruptly, yes? You don't know? Okay. Okay. Keep trying. Okay. Because I was kind of poking to see energy-wise, like if she knew your mom, if I could get a better answer there or whatever. And I got keep trying. So have you been really trying hardcore to speak to your mom? Okay. I would try. Because it's almost like there's a stubborn aspect there, and this lady is trying from her end. So something needs to be open from this end. Even if you don't want to speak to her, I would try. And the reason I say that is because when I first started reading for you and I asked you about if you had your gifts kind of blocked a little bit, shut off a little bit, that's why this will help. Being connected to someone like that as a parent, especially a mother, where you physically grew inside that woman's body, that's a lot of connection. That's a lot of love. That's a lot of togetherness. You cannot disconnect from that. That's the easiest person that there is to connect to on the other side for you personally. But you have to try to connect to that person. In connecting to that person, it'll help to open up your other gifts. I would go through the aspect of whoever this lady is. She shows me the purple satin again and the really gorgeous dark hair. I would go through her because she is the conduit, if that makes sense. She is the conduit for the communication. I don't know if you met her whenever, okay, you lost both parents and your grandmother pretty much raised you. Okay. I would try to speak to her. Whoever this lady is, she's the one that is trying to help her come forward, if that makes sense. She showed me the big long car again. This one's kind of a weird pink color, like a pink tan color. I don't know if I would have chosen that color, but y'all did a lot of weird things in the 70s and early 80s, so there's that. There's a picture somewhere of her and your mom. There's a picture somewhere of her and your mom with this car. So I would look through some old photo albums. Take some time and enjoy, you know, just enjoy the quiet. Look through some old photo albums. But there's a picture of your mom and this lady with the car. And it should be a color picture. Your sisters lost them. Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry, Miss Nancy. I'm sorry that you have family that lost heirlooms like that. I know that hurts a lot. I know. I would be trying to connect. I would be trying to connect to mom. Go through this lady. Go through this lady. Because she'll help you more than you realize. And purple satin. Okay, she keeps showing me purple satin. I don't know what that means, but she keeps showing me purple satin. Did your mom have something, a blouse that was purple satin? Thank you, love. They lost a lot in storage when she died because she left my niece in charge. Gotcha. Gotcha. Did your mom have like a purple satin blouse or a nightgown or something? I really feel like it's a blouse. Really dark royal purple. Not that you know of, but she loved purple. Okay. Whatever this satin thing is that it signifies with her, this is your communication with her. I think that she's having a hard time communicating. And that's why she sent her friend. Does that make sense? I hate that you've lost those photos because she pointed me back to the photo. Unless it's something that might be around still. Someone has it. Does that make sense? I am surprised that my dogs aren't freaking out with all the bangs going on. Gotcha. You feel like your grandma or your uncle would push her. Yeah, sometimes it's not close family that pushes them to talk, believe it or not. In my experience, I have found that it is either like the matriarch, patriarch of the family that does it, or it is a friend, like in this case. Because sometimes family is so excited to see them that they don't push them to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Well, she showed me the purple satin one more time. I would get something that is purple satin to represent your mom, so that way it's easier for you to, excuse me, to reach out to her. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I got the hiccups now. This is so fun. Woo! It's already 9:14. How is it 9:14? Thank you. Thank you for it. All right, Miss Abigail. There you are, love. Well, I love that you just subscribed to YouTube because, yeah, get you some purple satin, Nancy. I don't think it even has to be anything big. Just, you know, a handkerchief or something like that. Or pillowcases. Purple satin pillowcases are always good. Helps protect your hair anyway. Ooh, you have somebody specific you're hoping to hear from, don't you? No pressure. Okay. I don't think that it is going to be her because the person that came through is definitely a male. But there's a few of them. There's like three of them. He shows me himself sitting on a couch. The couch has flowers on it. I feel like it's a like light gray or white colored couch with flowers. He is a humongous guy. Like he takes up almost the whole couch. He's sitting with his arms like, you know, kind of outstretched a little bit. Dark hair, mustache, beard. Looks like he stepped out of the 70s. Even though it's not the 70s and way later. He's taking up like the entire couch. Okay. I feel like he's gatekeeping. I feel like so this is somebody related to you. I'm getting a little frustrated. This is somebody that's related to you, but for some reason, he's gatekeeping. He's not letting... He's kind of a dick. So here's what I want to do, Abigail, because I know Sass and Christine are on here. I want to add you to my next list, but there's something that I would like you to do in between now and then. I'm going to describe this guy to you, okay? And I just want you to kind of just lightly ask about him. This is somebody that is related to you. I don't know if this is like a cousin, a distant relative. I don't know who this is. He passed away probably early 2000s. He's an asshole. I just want you to know right off the bat, he is an ass. Him sitting on this couch and not moving and just sitting there smirking is just his way of telling me I'm not letting everybody else talk this evening. And to be honest, that kind of pisses me off because that's not fair to you. It's not fair to the people that he's holding back. I feel like he is doing it on purpose. I would not be surprised if in life he was very abusive and he did this to the people around him, like not allowed them to talk. He is tall. To me, very tall is 6 foot because I'm short as fuck. But He's pretty tall. I would say at least 6'2", 6'3". He has really dark hair. He has a full dark beard, like almost black, and he has a mustache and everything. He loves wearing darker colors like dark blues, dark greens, etc. What he's showing me he's sitting there in really dark blue jeans, cowboy boots, and like a dark green shirt. He's a dick. He's a dick. He's making it to where nobody is coming through lately. If you can find out who this is, and I just need a first name, it's much easier to deal with, because whoever this is also messed around with some shit when they were alive. Like I would not be surprised if he was a biker and he got into some really interesting shit. I would not be surprised to know that he had a DRG habit. I would not be surprised to know that he had died a couple of times and been brought back. Things like that. He's not a nice guy. Like he's straight up kind of a scary guy. He did dabble in some shit. He dabbled in some shit. And now it's a matter of principle. Now it's a matter of principle, and I'm not super peachy keen about it. Let me write this down. I know the girls won't let me forget, but and Sass, I want you to know that now I have to order some of these pins. Thanks a lot. Yeah, ask your mom. It will stand out because he did dabble in some stuff and he did talk about it. He was labeled as like the crazy one, the unstable one, even among the other ones that were the crazy ones. Does that make sense? There's always one. You know what I'm saying? I would bet he had a habit. He had a habit. Starts with an H. I'm not going to say it on here so I don't get banned. Yeah, he 100% is not a nice guy. I have a feeling that he was not allowed around family. He wasn't really allowed around family. Just so you know. Thank you, Lolo. So I wrote your name down, but Christina and Sass, not Christina. Yeah, Christine and Sass, would you guys remind me of Abigail? Thought maybe it's your grand. No. No, this guy right here, this is not dad, grandpa energy. Like this is extended family. The one that when they walk into the family holiday or family reunion, like everybody is suddenly quiet because they don't know how he's going to act. So he's that kind of guy. I don't care for him very much at all. And like I said, now it's a matter of principle and I saw somebody say that they had never seen this happen before. It doesn't happen a lot. But I will say this, and this is a good like learning experience for some of you guys that are wanting to get into mediumship and so on. Let me get a drink. People that dabble in darker stuff when they're alive, they can cause problems for others when they pass away. Not just people that are still here, but people there. You don't even really have access to the guides like most do. Okay. Well, let me forward this to my next list and just ask your mom about this person. He really likes to wear like emerald green, dark green. And he just has a really creepy smile. He has a really, really creepy smile. I would not be surprised if he did some time in jail. Okay. So let me put you on my next list when I do this again. And I'll probably do this again like Friday or Saturday. I'll probably add some of these to my reads Friday or Saturday. But yeah, he's not a nice dude. And if you find out, just send me a message on the website. I just need a first name. Okay. When people dabble in bullshit when they're alive, it can cause problems when they pass away. They can cause problems when they pass away. They can come through in nightmares, to still kind of torture people, etc. Like it happens. It doesn't happen very often. They had to have dabbled in some kind of shit, dream magic, nasty magic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, Miss Jennifer B. Thank you, SOS. Thank you, Abby. I appreciate you subscribing. She doesn't tell you about her family. I would just ask, and if she wants to know why, I don't know if she is into this stuff, and you can be like, well, I had a mediumship read, he came through, and she's got to redo my read because of it. Or just, hey, I just had a really bad dream about somebody like this, and I feel like he's related, or you know what I mean? So, sometimes they can block the living, yes. Yes. But they're not impervious to things. They're not impervious to being removed. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? All right, Miss Jennifer. We're going to do this. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Maybe just kind of poke, just ask a little bit. Okay. And let me put you on my next list, Abby, okay? Because that is not fair. That's not fair to you at all in any way, shape, or form. That's some bullshit. You are so welcome, sweet pea. All right, Miss Jennifer, are you ready? Jennifer B, are you here? And for those of you guys asking about the Norse reads, yes, I absolutely will be putting them on. I will put this on YouTube. It will be tomorrow, okay? There she is. My nose is itchy. Oh, this is a pretty vibrant lady. Okay. Whoever this lady is, she loves jewel tones like bright, deep purples and deep greens. She loves emeralds. Bright blues. Okay. Green and purple. Those are the favorites. Got it. She came in like really quickly and then just quiet. Okay. So when she passed away, hey, Miss Minnie, how are you? When she passed away, Miss Jennifer, this is like, I don't know if she lost her voice. I don't know if she lost her words, but the way she came rushing in with these vibrant colors and so on, and then just nothing, usually is indicative of something happening where she couldn't speak. She couldn't talk. Does that make sense? But the thing is, I don't feel like this is Alzheimer's. I don't feel like this is dementia. I feel like this was either an accident or this was something with her throat in particular. Okay. So whenever she was younger, she had really pretty blonde hair. It's funny. Before I was gonna say that it had the little flips like this, and I heard the Farrah Fawcett hair. So the other aspect of her, she's really funny. She's saying things like bodacious babe, and like she's really funny. She's really, really funny. She's definitely a wordsmith. I have a feeling that she liked to tell stories. She liked to write. She liked to make things up. Like, she's really, really funny. The things that she's like popping out as. She also has this like super great smile. What she's showing me is she has that really cute bow in her lips. You know, I mean, we all have it, but when she smiled, for some reason, hers kind of came down a little bit. But it was like it would come down a little bit, and then when she would smile, it was just this big, gorgeous smile. Like you couldn't not smile when she was smiling. Are you Irish by chance? Because she sang some interesting little tune that I recognize, but I don't know. But then she also showed me a Celtic knot. Mostly British. Okay. She showed me a Celtic knot. She always has her hair fixed. Always has her hair fixed. Not because she's vain, but because she loves her hair. Okay, okay. We're friends. I get it. I'm that way. She's showing me, it's so funny. It's like she's flipping through photos, showing me photos. And she's showing me a photo of, I don't know who this is, so I'm going to describe the photo to you. But I would bet this is sometime in the 80s because I had shorts like this. Don't judge. They're like the red shorts with the white piping, the big white thing around the edge, like gym shorts, etc. And a white t-shirt. She's like kind of taller and lanky, but still with the hair. She's showing me standing next to, so she's standing against a car and there's a gentleman right here and I can't really see him, but behind her are these two, it's like a valley, like where two mountains meet like this. And it's utterly gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I have a feeling this is one of her favorite pictures because like she's doting on this picture and those shorts. Apparently she thought her legs looked great in those shorts and she wore those shorts a lot. Which if you had good legs, they did look great in those. Is any of this ringing a bell? Do you know who this is? She's pointing back to the blonde hair again. She's funny. No idea. Okay. Let me see if I can get a little bit more from her. She brings me back to the picture. There's either something I'm missing or I'm not describing it correctly. She's bringing me back to that area of the mountains. I feel like this is someplace that she went a lot. This was one of her favorite places on earth. That was a big kaboom. Going by this lookout that overlooked this valley. I don't feel like this is something like let's go camping every weekend kind of aspect. But this is 100% like one of her favorite places. That's fireworks going on. That's fireworks going on. She's playing Country Roads in my head. Especially the second verse about the Blue Ridge Mountains. So I don't know how old you are, but oh, of course, I'm not moving enough. So let me make sure that I can do that. Cool. Okay. So a lot of times when it's a little one like that, they may not come through so much in words as in they come through in signs. I would bet that you've already been seeing her a lot sign-wise, yes? But this lady right here has been trying to get your attention. Like, she has 100% been trying to get your attention. I wish... So let me talk about little kids for just a minute. When a kid passes away and they come through, they send signs. Like, kid energy is obvious. It's obvious. They want to play with stuff. They want to turn stuff on and off. They want to move things. They want to send smells. Smells are a big thing. They want to send birds, puppies, kitties, things like that. Balls are usually, like bouncy balls, are usually a good way to communicate because they're easy. They're easy to move. They're easy to manipulate. And I mean, especially little ones love to play with those kind of like bouncy balls. So I would recommend getting one, like just a cheap one from Dollar Store, Walmart, whatever, with princesses or something like that on it, just for her to play with. Does that make sense? That's a good way to communicate as well. Yeah, little kids don't come out and talk or show things as much as adults do. But this lady is waiting very patiently. She's really sweet. She has been trying to get your attention. She has been trying to get your attention. I don't know if it's to help. I don't know if it's to finally communicate. I don't know what it is, but she has been trying to get your attention, and she keeps pushing this photo of these mountains in my face. So I don't know if you have any family that is around that you can ask about this photo, because whoever this blonde lady is in the red shorts, she has red shorts and like it's like the 3/4 sleeve. It's not a full t-shirt. It's like the 3/4 sleeve. It's I'm gonna say a tan color. It has some interesting little tiny design on the front. But whoever this is, she is trying really, really hard to get your attention. I would not be surprised if you've been drawn to mountains lately, if you've bought some paintings or photos or whatever of mountains lately, especially a place like that with the valley in the middle. I also wouldn't be surprised if you've been seeing a lot of those kind of outfits like I was just talking about, like that super 80s shorts, high socks, etc. She's kind of unsure of what message to send. Okay. So here's the other thing I'm going to say. Well, I don't know. That made no sense. But here's the next thing I'm going to say. With her in particular, with her trying to get your attention so much, she could also be trying to help other people speak. This is 100% somebody that you know. She doesn't want to show me herself when she was older, so I have a feeling, especially what she was showing me when she was younger, that she wasn't super happy with the aging process. But I think she's probably been gone since the late 90s. I think she's probably been gone since the late 90s. Her name either starts with an S or a C. It's a S or a C sound, not SH, but it's that kind of sound. Shannon, Susan, think something like that. Shannon is pretty close, I think. But you knew her. You knew her. So when you figure it out, I want to know, because she is really, really funny. She is super funny, really funny. I don't know if your mom is here and you can ask your mom. I don't know. But yeah, she's super fucking funny. And really, really a beautiful lady. I don't think she lived past her mid-40s. Seriously, I don't think she lived past her mid-40s, if that helps. And I feel like this is an illness. It wasn't an accident or something like that. It was an illness, happened really quickly like that. Okay. You are so welcome. So I saw somebody ask, isn't it dangerous to open yourself up and so on? Yes, it can be. But the problem is things don't happen like they do in the movies. When a medium opens themselves up to talk to someone, to talk to whoever, you run the risk of them not leaving. You run the risk of them bugging you. And I have had that happen a couple of times. I have had some of y'all's people not leave my house. But I even though it gets irritating, I want you to think of it this way, okay? If you had spent months, years, decades, without being able to speak to the people you love, without being able to get a message through, without being able to be seen, be heard, etc., and then suddenly a door opened and you were able to talk to them and you were able to have like interaction, human interaction again, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Some people are so excited to have someone to talk to. And I get it. I 100% get it, you know? But for those of you guys that are wanting to hone your medium skills, wanting to boost them up, Miss Sylvie, you are next. For those of you guys that are wanting to build those skills, you really, really do need to have some protections in place. You do 100% have to have your mental fortitude in a very strong place. I know that right now everybody on TikTok is a medium, and everybody on TikTok does Reiki, and everybody on TikTok pulls cards, and it is what it is. And it's very easy to tell the people that are real, that do have that gift, and the people that don't. I have been really considering putting together a mediumship course to help. I got lucky in that I had a mentor who really helped me kind of through everything when I first really, really started to actually want to use my gifts, because I couldn't shut it the fuck up. And I was tired of waking up at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and scribbling things down so I wouldn't forget them, because they won't let you sleep. So if I do put together a course, it would be just a videoed course. It would be something you could do on your own time. But the way that I honed my skills was through a series of like exercises and tests, for lack of a better word, to push you to use those. So I will try. My July schedule is absolutely stupid. It is 100% fucking stupid. So it would be July or August or October before I can film it. But I've been really considering it because I don't see anybody teaching the way that I was taught. And this is why when you guys are like, why do you use the cards? Why do you scribble? Why do you like things like that? When I'm in person doing it, I scribble. I need to scribble. So yeah. So yeah. Do you get scared when you do this? I've had a couple of times where I got really uncomfortable, but the only times that have, I don't know if it's really scared. This is something that I actually talked about this weekend when we were filming 24 Hours in Hell, because I did some things up there to help with some stuff. And I can't say too much because I'm under NDA a little bit, but one of the things I was explaining to one of the girls up there is that a lot of times I get to feel how someone passed away. And so a lot of times it's really easy. It's really simple. Like, okay, my chest just got really tight. I feel like somebody's squeezing it. Like I can't take a breath, you know, or I feel that pain. And I'm like, okay, as soon as I acknowledge it, it goes away. So I know it's not my pain. And usually if it is my pain, it's been there a lot longer than that few seconds. But sometimes I feel it and I'm shown. One of the very first times I did a group event, a mediumship event, there was a young man that came through that had passed away in a, I'm not quite sure, but it was an explosion. And now I actually feel bad that I can't remember if it was, I'm pretty sure it was Iraq. That scared the fuck out of me, but because I saw it, felt it like that kind of scared the fuck out of me. And I've had a couple other things where something has surprised me like that has kind of scared the fuck out of me. But for the most part, that in the last 10 years has been 3 times, just 3 times. So for the most part, they really are more gentle with it. If that makes sense. So, yeah. All right. Ready, Miss Sylvie? I've got your cards drawn. Gonna yawn one more time there. A lot of powerful women. So you start off with the spirit of lightning. I'll show you her up close because this is a badass card. And then you have the keeper of secrets. I'm going to do that so I don't get in trouble. And then you have reassurance and protection. First of all, this is 3 very powerful women, 3 very powerful cards. Second of all, this is a lot of forward movement, not stopping, lightning under your butt. No one is going to hold you back kind of aspect. So everything in this cards talks about you stepping onto a new path. And I feel like it's like a supplemental path. Like here's the path you're on and the path you've been on for a while. This path is not changing, okay? But this is a supplementary path that almost lays like on top of it. So like if this was asphalt, this would be like purple. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? For those of you guys that have tickets, I'm just doing them in the order that they came in. But this second road that's popping up here, no one needs to know about this yet. That's where this keeper of secrets is. No one needs to know about this just yet. I don't know what this road is. This is like because it shows me as a purple overlay on top of the road, that solid road that you've been on. this is a very spiritual path. It's a very creative path. I wouldn't make this crazy big knowledge yet. Does that make sense? Like, it's kind of like winning the lottery and only telling like 2 people. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what this is. It's you getting this major jolt to move forward, but I feel like I just need to keep reiterating, like, don't tell everybody yet. Don't tell everybody yet. Don't tell everybody yet. This path is something that needs to be under lock and key right now, because A, bitches be bitches, and they like to steal shit, and they like to work against you, and they like to do whatever they can to make you fail. And then B, you have this protection and reassurance card here, this one right here. Before you start telling people about this path here and about this like overlay of your current path, etc., I would make sure that you have every bit of your protections in place. Like, this is where I say again, you can't have too many protections. And this is where I also say, you need to make sure that you are very solid. Why am I yawning? You are very solid in where you're going, in your footsteps going forward. You are very, very reassured, I guess is a good word, in your own abilities with this second path. Because it does go hand in hand with the path that you're on now. I don't know if you've been considering painting like pet portraits, or if you've been considering doing something that has to do with helping people store cremated pet remains. Sylvie is a veterinarian, just so you guys know. So that's why whatever this is, this creative aspect literally lays on top of the path that you're already on. It goes hand in hand. It lays on top of it. But you need to make sure, you need to make sure that you are 100% on it. Like, it's one of those things of, let me fly under the radar until I have a big following, until I have a lot of money with it, until whatever it is, and then bam, by the way, this is what I've been doing in my spare time. I don't feel like it's some particular person at work. I don't feel like it's some particular person in your family. It just, there's something around all of us, that when things are going really well and we brag about how well they're going, it's Murphy's Law. Does that make sense? So don't be telling everybody about some of these things. Just kind of keep it to yourself for right now. And protections. But this is exactly that overlying path. It is what you're supposed to be doing as well as your normal path. And this is a powerful card to start with. This is literally the spirit of lightning, like where lightning comes from. There's no stopping that kind of energy. Just be careful that it doesn't overwhelm you, okay? What kind of protections? Everything. Why am I yawning so much? It's pissing me off. When it comes to protections, this is something, you guys, and this is for all of you, okay? This is Sylvie, but I'm talking to all of you. When it comes to protections, you can never have too many. You don't need to tell everybody about them. In fact, you need to have 80% of your protections no one needs to know about. Not your significant other, not your kids, maybe not even your dogs, but sometimes you can't control what your dogs do. Cats don't give a shit anyway. And you need to make sure that you're layering them constantly. They just need to be built up and built up and built up. They don't need to be on a schedule either. I mean, I redo stuff every solstice and every equinox, but that's little bitty things. What the fuck, Sylvie? Are you not sleeping? Are you not sleeping? I have yawned more during your card read than any of the mediumship reads. Crystals, candles, warding, geometry. Somebody's yelling outside. Herbs, all of those things. Okay? Just, I hope you're well too, Heather. Insomnia. Okay. Yeah, like I'm saying, I'm like, God, I'm like, I've yawned more in yours than any of them. I would just constantly be adding to your protection. Constantly. Get new books, get new audio books, get new, watch new videos. Just, y'all, there's no shortage of the types of protections that you can do. Okay? And the thing is, not that I believe somebody's listening that is going, oh, Sylvie's going to do this. I don't think that. But sometimes just putting those things out into the universe, like, oh, I would do this, this, and this. The universe already knows what you just did. Does that make sense? I can't with these people. All right, hold on. Michael, Nancy, Abigail, Jennifer. Okay. Bryan, you are next, love. Yeah, I think they're probably doing fireworks everywhere. There you are. Yeah, I think they're probably doing fireworks everywhere. Thank you, Miss Sylvie. Ooh, okay. Who's this gruff guy? All right. I got a hold of a gruff one in your path. All right. Whoever this is has a really, like a country twang. Because I heard, what do you, like, I can't even do it right. Big old deep voice, like, what you doing, boy? I have something poking me in the eyeball, and I do not care for it. It's so funny. He came in with this big gruff energy, like big energy. This is 100% somebody that teases people a lot, like because he came in like at me like that, and I'm like, damn, like I didn't do anything to you. And then, you know, it's one of those things where somebody comes out and they're like, I'm just kidding, you know, like I'm just joshing you, I'm just kidding. That really kind of worried me at first. I was like, this is a gruff guy, like holy shit. I feel like he's a redhead. I don't think he's been gone very long. I don't think he's been gone very long at all. Because he just gave me some Game of Thrones references. That, or you're a massive Game of Thrones fan and he's been kind of watching them with you. I'll say it that way. I love Game of Thrones, and for right now, for the life of me, I can't think of the big redhead guy's name, the wildling. But he gave me, like, he really identifies with that kind of energy. Big, huge, powerful, funny energy. I really like him. Oh my God, I really like him. You did watch the whole series? Did you lose a friend like within the last couple years? Because I don't feel like this is family. I don't feel like this is blood related. I feel like this is like a friend. I feel like this is a good friend. Do you ride motorcycles? Not that you remember? No? Okay. Because he's showing me motorcycles. He was showing me motorcycles. He was showing me the Game of Thrones references. It's funny, he just got really, really quiet. I swear to God, if he comes up and scares me. You know how you can tell when someone is hiding around the corner? That's how I feel right now. Like, this is a practical joker. He 100% loves to play practical jokes. I'm going to describe what he showed me because I don't know what this is or where this is. Maybe you do. Josh Holden, we've been looking for you, sir. How are you? You don't go anywhere. You stay right there. We're going to chat in a minute. So here's what he showed me. He showed me like an office, and I'm going to use that term loosely because I feel like this office opens into like a warehouse. But he showed me like always standing behind or by this door. So when somebody comes in, like he jump scares them. It's really funny. Okay. It's okay. I think he has like crazy ADHD because he is bouncing all over the fucking walls. And like it's making my brain hurt trying to keep up with him everywhere. Yeah, I don't think he's been gone very long. I do think that he rides motorcycles, but not like hardcore, serious motorcycles. Of course, I know plenty of people that ride motorcycles that would say that I was a liar for saying that. But this is someone that he has a Harley with the ape hangers. Like he's leaning way back with the ape hangers. And I don't think that he's had this very long. I love you right back. I don't think that he had this very long before he passed away. I would be surprised if he was over 50 when he passed away. Thank you, Josh. You are so funny. I love that they're all the little heart thing. Yeah, I don't think he had this motorcycle very long before he passed away. He's showing me the bike again, and he's showing me himself in like a white t-shirt with his hat turned backwards, and he's got sunglasses, like cop sunglasses on, riding down the road. He keeps being like really boisterous and then really quiet, and then really boisterous and then really quiet and then really boisterous. I always hate asking some of these questions on live because it's hard to A, ask the question to begin with, and B, say it where I won't get in trouble. Do you know somebody that let me just say that it's self-inflicted? Because that's what I feel like this is someone who actually was severely depressed. Someone that hit it very well. Okay. Like he's being super, super specific with some of these things, so. Was there someone specific you were hoping to hear from? Because there's like disappointment on this side, on his side. I think he was really hoping that you would recognize him. Was there someone specific you were wanting to hear from? You were wanting to speak to? Okay. Well, let me do this. Damn it. Okay. I still can't figure out how to work these pens, Sass. It needs to just have the little thing right there. I know that's the eraser, but it needs to just have the little thing right there. I'm going to send you a message, Bryan, okay? I'm gonna send you a message. It'll probably be tomorrow. I've got you on my list right here. But I'm gonna send you a message, and if it's still not very clear like before tomorrow, then I'll put you on my next list, if that makes sense. I'm gonna like uncheck that I've done yours, if that makes sense. Why don't I say if that makes sense? All the crackers, all the firecrackers. Loud as shit. Okay, let me shoot you a message in the morning. It'll totally be after 10 o'clock my time. I am going to sleep in. I'm going to sleep in the morning. All right, Miss Breanna Bartlett. Hey, Lando. I've got you and the Josh here. You're welcome, Bryan. You're welcome. Like I said, I'll shoot you a message. I'll shoot you a message tomorrow. So I think my list is actually closed for this evening. I'll be working on my schedule tomorrow, just so you guys know. Okay. So you start off with the Spirit of Fire. And I feel like this right now is representative of you. Like this is where you are at, as in burning through things, not taking no for an answer, never slowing down, always hot, always bright. And when I say hot, I mean, there's always energy there. There's always motivation. There's always movement. Like fire doesn't ever just hold still. I also feel like this also represents a way of living your life. And I'm going to tell you why, because the next one is opportunity and warning. It's the gateway. You're on the precipice of a change in your life, not just in your path, but in your life, and how you handle it going forward, because of this fiery spirit here, and because this is the gateway. How you handle it is going to determine like your next 5 to 6 years. The last one you have is beauty and vanity, and we're gonna talk about this too. I know you've heard the term burning the candle at both ends, and I feel like that's what this card represents. I don't know, and this is 100% the pot calling the kettle black, because I work like I work like 60 plus hours a week. I understand burning the candle at both ends. So I'm not going to be too hard on you there because I do it too. But this burning the candle at both ends in multiple ways, I think you've been going this way for so long that it's natural, that it's normal. And anything less than that feels like you're not doing enough. But the thing is, with this opportunity coming up, you are going to have to make a decision. And you're going to have to make a decision if you want to keep on with this. This is the only way I can say it. It's like, okay, it's the difference in a whole bunch of these little beads like this or one big, massive, expensive stone. So this decision is going to be, do you keep on with this, where this is where you are right now with tons of small things, small projects, small jobs, but they add up to a ton of stuff. You just brought some home today. They add up to a ton of stuff and they're keeping you on your toes. Or do you grab hold of that one big, massive thing and let go of the vast majority of these little bitty things? Because you can only see a few of these, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm trying to like visualize what I'm trying to say, but it would be like if you had 100 smaller projects that all paid you a decent amount of money. You had all these small projects that, you're making a good amount of money, you're living comfortably, etc. Or you have the opportunity to have this one large, massive project. And with this massive project, you make way more money, but it means you also have to give up all these smaller projects. Is that okay? Good. I'm glad that makes perfect sense. Like I'm like, I don't understand. So I'm just trying to words through it. You're going to have to give up some of the smaller things to have the thing that you've been longing for a long time. The beauty and vanity part. Let's talk about that. Take really good care when this card comes up, especially after a gateway and warning card. Take really good care that you're not burning yourself out. And by burning yourself out, I don't necessarily just mean with work. With all the small beads, the small projects. Make sure that you are taking really good care of you for the long run. The other thing I'm going to say is this, because I feel like I need to add this clause on the end of there. The way you look right now is not the way that you're going to look in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, etc. You're going to change and shift and grow and move, and you're going to continually be growing and continually be changing in a fantastic way. All of the things that you hate about yourself, your physical appearance right now, aren't going to be a thing in a year. They're not going to be a thing, especially in 5 years. You're going to be, as long as you can learn to harness this fire and you can make the decision that allows you to still utilize this fire and to move forward at the same time, you're going to be one of those women that they continually look better as they get older. One really amazing example of this, love her or hate her, I don't care, is Miley Cyrus. She has gone through so many transformations and changes and shifts with herself. And every single one of them, she is just a phenomenally beautiful woman. And as she grows and so on, and her styles change, as she ages, she looks better and better and better. Harness this fire and don't let someone take this fire from you. Because this literally is you right now. And I have a feeling this has always been you and will always be you. No one is ever going to take this fire away. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? but you are going to have to make this decision. And to be honest, I think when this gateway pops up, it's going to be, you have to make the decision now kind of gateway. Okay? Just saying. Does that make sense? We never want to make it, especially when we get used to working and having all those small projects all the time. So I get it. I get it. I'm going to have to make that decision pretty soon too. Like, do I want to continue with all of these things, or do I want to do one big thing? So I totally get it. Maybe 3 big things. Maybe 3. All right, Miss Diana F. Thank you, Phoenix. You know what one you should make. Okay, so you understood all of that perfectly. I love you right back, sugar. So I don't know if you guys remember the really cool tattoo of the red sigil that I did, that I showed on here, but that would be Miss Breanna's leg. You know, I also love too, it just hit me that that's red, and that was for power, and that's literally the card that I drew for you. Like, you can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. All right, Miss Diana. I believe the universe is trying to tell you something, kiddo. Just say what I'm saying. Just say what I'm saying. I've got to make that shirt. I've got to make that shirt. Just say what I'm saying. All right, Miss Diana. Okay. You start off with creativity, novelty, artistic struggle. Then you have ambition and competitiveness. And then you have the reconciliation of opposites. You have somebody that's literally copying every single move you make. And I'm sorry, because I understand that more than you realize. When you have somebody that copies every little fucking thing you do, it gets frustrating. You get angry. It gets really old. Then you don't care. Then it's frustrating all over again. I 100% understand. And here's the thing. I am going to say trust your gut in this. I don't think that they're doing it just because... oh, shit, that was Vlad. I put my foot up in the chair. I was like, what the fuck is in the chair? I had that moment of, what is that? It was Vlad. I don't think that they are doing this just... I think that they started off doing this legitimately because they were trying to fuck you over. They started off stealing ideas, copying everything you did to put you in your place, to make you feel less than or whatever. And I think that it backfired on them a lot, and you got more recognition for things than they thought you were going to. And I think that they probably laid off a little bit here lately, but know that it's about to come back with a vengeance. It's about to come back with a vengeance. So you're going to have to make sure that your ambition for you moving forward, especially with your creative aspects, you're ready to get down and dirty and hit below the belt. Because that's exactly what they're about to do, is they're about to come rushing back in. I have a feeling that this is like career-wise, creative-wise, side hustle-wise, whatever this is. they're about to come back in swinging, and they have been playing below the belt. They have been hitting below the belt for a long time. And now they're going to take the high road and try to high road you and so on. Girl, get one good goddamn jab in below the belt. Get one good one in and knock them to their knees. Okay? Like every petty Capricorn aspect of me is getting angry for you. And I don't even know what the hell this is about. But get one good shot in. Get one good nut shot in. And drop that motherfucker. Be ready to be the berserker. Be ready to full on 100% protect your territory. The other thing with this reconciliation of opposites, there is going to be somebody around this project, this job, this whatever it is that I knew I was going to yawn because I'd been talking too much and not breathing. The two of you may not be friends. This is a third party, okay? The two of you may not be friends, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So don't be surprised if you have someone reach out to you and say, hey, I know old so-and-so has been messing with you and they've been messing with me too. So what can I do to help you? You know, or let's work together. Do not be surprised at all, Miss Diana, if that happens. In fact, I would almost plan on it. But it's somebody that it's not somebody you work with all the time. This is somebody you probably least expect. Really? Really? Okay. It's somebody you least expect that's going to come in and be like, hey, I hate that bitch too. Let's team up. But you're going to have to be ready to be this person right here. You're going to have to be ready to jump on things, to absolutely eviscerate the competition. Okay? I'm just saying. Does that make sense, love? What am I doing here? Miss Megan West. So I have Megan, Chelsea, Samantha, Kathryn, Sarah, Miss Minnie, April, Perla, Julie, Leslie, Heidi, and Jenny. So if you guys can't stay awake, don't worry about it. This will 100% be on YouTube for you guys tomorrow, okay? You just lived that reading. Gotta love the wind. All right, Miss Megan. Vlad, was playing with my leg and it kind of hurt. He's being a jerk. I'm going to check and see if we have storms moving in. We don't. Oh, we will. Yay. Fun, fun. Fun, fun. I can't wait sleeping in the morning. I can't wait sleeping in the morning. Turn my damn alarm off. It's kind of funny. Kay's dad was asking me what I was doing for the 4th of July, because ever since we started to get divorced, like the 4th of July has always been like a huge holiday, like his family, and you know, they do a lot of fireworks and food and all that stuff. It never really was a huge one with mine. And so, I mean, we did stuff. We went and watched fireworks, you know, like everybody does, but it's like a big, big thing. So my kid has always wanted to go to his house for 4th of July. And the first couple of years that we were going through the divorce, it did bother me. Like, I got upset. I'm like, well, this should be my holiday, you know, but Kay usually spends Halloween with me. So, you know, Halloween's more important. But he was really worried about, like, how I was going to spend, how I was going to spend 4th of July. And I said, well, I'm going to sit on my couch. Like, I'm not doing shit, you know. I mean, I am. I'm probably going to work. But then I told him, I was like, and I got to work tomorrow night anyway. And, he was like, well, I feel kind of bad. I'm like, why do you feel bad? Like, if I wanted to do something, I'd go do something. Like, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. So yeah. I do got to show y'all this, since you wanted a Vlad video. I had to come up here and clip the dog's nails earlier, and Dennis helped me. So I'm going to show you what this little shit was doing. It's a 20-second video. I'll put it out. But at the end, he looks like, I think it's from The Dark Crystal. I can't remember. But there's a movie with Muppets, and it's this little round fur ball with all these crazy teeth. And he's like, ah, like that. Okay, so I want you to just watch. I want you to just watch. Like, that foot's okay for me to touch. But not that foot. And not that foot. Nope, not that foot. And not that foot. But I want you to watch him. Ah, right there. But the way he just rears back and is like, ah. I almost wet my pants at that earlier. I laughed so fucking hard. The way he just reared the fuck back and just attacked. Like, oh my God. It was the funniest fucking thing. It was the funniest fucking thing. He is a mess. He is a mess and a half. Any of you guys that have Chihuahuas are going to understand this. I don't understand it. I had big dogs growing up, and really we never had to clip their nails. We ground them down a little bit. We never had to clip them. That little shit in there, that little 3-pound shit in there, I have never had a dog whose nails were harder to clip than his. He makes it a fiasco. A fiasco. He makes it horrible. So I got one of the little hanging things for him because you cannot get him to hold still. You can't hold his feet like he's ass. So I got one of the little hanging things. He's too small for the extra small hanging thing. So I had to have Dennis help me, right? And so I got his nails clipped, but he was making such a fucking fuss that Vlad was standing below us meowing. It was the funniest thing. And if I could have videoed it, I would have. I would have. I would like to think Zeus would grow out of it too, but he's 13. I don't think he's growing out of shit. I really don't. I hate clipping his nails. I hate clipping his nails. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, Miss Kathy. They have a battery-operated snake that moves around on its own. Oh, my God. He would love it. And I would hate it. All right, Miss Megan, I've got your cards drawn. Let's get to it because I still got a few of you guys to get through. So you have reflection, then you have aging, maturing, and healing, and then you have ambition and drive. First of all, okay, and let's talk about this. You just went through a very intense period of reflection. A very, very intense period of let me look back and see where I've been. Let me look back and see the things that have come my way, that are coming my way, that maybe shouldn't come my way, etc. You've been in this intense period of self-reflection. And I have a feeling that this got really, really deep to the point that you kind of had to pull yourself out of it because you were too far in this reflection in your own head. You're full on in this middle card right now. Okay? You're full on in this middle card, aging, maturing, healing. And I want you to notice the big circle up here, right? And notice the mirror. I'm just saying, both look like big flowers. With this right here, with this aging and maturing and reflection. I knew that was coming. I swear I heard music, but it also sounded like the train. Okay, it was just a train. This reflection has you full on in an epiphany type synchronicity aspect of your entire life. You are seeing exactly where rejection is protection has come into your life. You are seeing exactly where you took the left path when you thought at the time you should have taken the right path. You're seeing all of the synchronicities, all of the whys, you know, why. You're seeing all of the whys, all of the answer to that right now. This is going to last another week or two, at least a week. Because when we go through this aspect of, maturing is really the right word. It's like spiritually maturing. It's not a short process. I mean, it's not a long process. It's a very short process. After you've gone through a couple week period of reflection, it's so weird. Like, your spiritual self is going to grow way faster than any of your other selves. Your emotional, your mental, your physical. Your spiritual self can grow in leaps and bounds, moment by moment. That's what's happened. 100% be prepared for you to suddenly not be able to tolerate certain foods, not even like certain foods that you used to love. Be prepared for your body just doing weird shit. Be prepared for things happening around you and you just not reacting, because when you say you don't care, you legitimately don't care. Those kind of things. There's going to come a moment, probably in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to say, where something happens and you look around and you're like, wow, okay. I've healed a little bit. I've grown a little bit. Don't be surprised. And when it happens, it's going to be an epiphany moment for you. Well, I love it. I love that it's spot on. Once that happens, this right here is going to kick in. Once this epiphany happens, this is going to kick in. This is the ambition and drive. I don't know about you, but having somebody to prove wrong is all the ambition I need, all the drive I need. But just saying, when this epiphany hits, it's going to kick this ambition and drive in a way that has never, ever been kicked in before. You're probably going to scare yourself with it for a little bit. You're probably going to wonder how the hell you have the energy to do all of these things, but you do. You do. And you've needed to for a while. And that's why you just went through this reflective period, and why you just went through this like growth, level up, aging period of yourself spiritually. I also want to say this. When she pops up, when this card right here pops up, this ambition and drive is not for the faint of heart. And you need to decide, Miss Megan, how far you're going to allow this to go. And how fast. But I will say, if you pump the brakes while you're in full acceleration, they may not work right the next time. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So when you reach this decision, when you have this epiphany moment, that's when it's going to be time for this drive to kick in. Okay? I can't tell if it's my bracelets pulling my hair or this fucking tape on my arm. This is a thing that you wrestle with often. Okay. Quite a Slytherin. I love it. This is why we're friends. This is why we're friends. Good. I'm glad that that makes perfect sense. I'm glad. Get ready for it. What the heck is going on? My phone is blowing up. Hold on. Oh, wow. What the hell? Okay, there we go. You are so welcome, love. All right, Chelsea. I love that abstract. Can I help you? Sir. No. Can y'all see the paw? I don't know if you can because it's black on my black shirt. You cannot be up here right now. You can lay in my lap, but you can't be up here right now. That was just the funniest thing, watching that paw come up. I'm like, boy. He's a fucking mess. He's a fucking mess. He thought my ghost friend was playing it. Oh, no. Nope, that would be the Vlad. I propped my feet up in the chair over there where he was, and now he is using my legs as a bridge, but about to fall off the bridge, which means he's probably going to slice the shit out of my leg with all 90 of his claws. Oh, okay, okay, Miss Chelsea Poo. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right. You're about to fall, Holmes. I'm not catching you. You're doing it to yourself. Ah. Ah. So bad. Okay. I knew he was going to fall, and I knew if I caught him that I would have to pull him up here on my lap. And I wasn't going to pull him up here on my lap. I swear he did it on purpose. This is a toxic relationship that Vlad has going with me right now. He's a dick. All right. But he does let me kiss him on his little face. So there's that. Sometimes there are good times. Oh, he's such an ass. He's such an ass. All right, all right, all right. Miss Chelsea. Save me, Miss Chelsea. He's having a lot of trouble with boundaries. A lot of trouble with boundaries. A lot. All right. Miss Chelsea, you start off with the reconciliation of opposites. Congratulations. And then you have crossing the path between life and death. And then you have master craftsmanship and diligence. Okay. So you've gone through a period of about 6 months of you reconciling multiple parts of yourself together, because I don't feel like this reconciliation of opposite cards in any way, shape, or form was you trying to reconcile with somebody working against you. I don't think that at all. I think that this right here was you reconciling a lot of yourself together as a whole into one thing. And to do that, you had to cross over this. This is crossing over the crossover between life and death. You had to decide which way you were moving forward. You had to decide what you were going to leave behind. Like, you literally just had a massive rebirth. And I have a feeling that it's all popping back up this week because of this crazy ass new moon energy on Friday the 5th. I'm really proud of you for this. I am going to give one little word of warning with it, in the fact that, well, let me do it like that, the way it's supposed to go. You can overdo this. You can reconcile too much of yourself, and then the problem becomes there's nothing more to reconcile, and you've gotten used to, okay, let me reconcile this, let me do this, let me do this. There's nothing left to do. There's nothing left to move. There's nowhere else left to go, because you've reconciled everything together. As humans, we need some kind of conflict. We need some kind of strife, some kind of thing to overcome, or we're just not happy people. Does that make sense? So be careful of all of the things you give up. Don't give up too much of yourself yet. Don't give too much of yourself and leave it back there in the past. The master craftsmanship and diligence. I love that you said you've been working with someone to work on your spiritual gifts and so on. I think that's utterly fantastic. I think congratulations. Like, I think that's utterly fantastic. I think that that's something that everyone should be doing. The diligence part right here. Don't give up on some other like smaller things that you do. Don't give up on some smaller aspects of what makes Chelsea Chelsea. Whether that's painting, whether it's designing, whether it's just drawing, whether it's math, whatever it is, geometry. There's some aspect, creative aspect of you that you've done for years. You've done behind the scenes. Maybe you've made these really cool things and given them as gifts or whatever. But whatever this is, don't let go of it, especially not right now. You have too much going on with this reconciliation and figuring out what needs to move forward with you and what stays in the past. Don't give up this aspect. Don't give up words. Don't give up this diligence. It's a lot of fireworks. A lot of fireworks. America. I was about to sing the song and I thought, you know what, maybe that's not a good idea. What's going on? I knew that was coming. Miss Chelsea, don't give up this part of you. Don't give up this creative aspect of you. Okay? Even if your time lowers, don't give that up. Make time for this master craftsman and diligence. It goes hand in hand with what you're learning. It goes hand in hand with everything going on with these cards, with the reconciliation, with the crossing between life and death aspect. Somebody lit something on fire or got in trouble. You just want to make sure that you don't give up you. Okay? Don't give up who you are. I like you the way you is, but I understand growth. Okay? I do. I understand growth. I'm proud of you for this reconciliation of opposites card. I want to talk about this again because this is reconciling the good and the bad inside of you. Okay? So this here, yeah. I'm proud of you. Okay? Don't forget that. I'm proud of you. I know you've been through a lot since you've been following me, and you've been following me for like, what, 3 years? Like 3 years. Stand tall in who you are, Miss Chelsea. You've been through everything you've been through to get to this point for this rebirth. Your creative side will help you more than you realize, especially with the honing your gifts and learning. But I feel like you already knew all of that, and I feel like it was just confirmation and reiteration of what you've already been feeling. Am I right? Am I okay? Yes. Are you okay? I'm waiting for that to stop a little bit. Oh my God, my list reset again. I'm not gonna throw shit. I'm not gonna throw shit. What did I think of Pennsylvania? Oh, I am tired. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I loved Pennsylvania. I didn't get to see a lot of it, but I can't wait to go back. How do you cut the connection off after a read because you still feel the energy from the reading after trying to cut it off? Go take a shower. Go take a shower. Doesn't even have to be a long shower. Just hose off real quick. You know what I mean? Drink you some water with a teeny tiny pinch of salt in it. You don't have to drink a ton of salt water. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that guy was draining. Yeah. You're welcome. All right, Miss Samantha P. You ready? Samantha P, are you ready? I was actually going to see if I had snackies right here, but I don't. It's been so weird. Hey, I am good. Today's been so weird. I hate this thing. Like, I haven't really felt like eating super much. I'd like for you to work, please. Sweet. Sugar is great. One of the things that I noticed, and you guys are going to start noticing this too. It's really hot, yeah. Y'all are going to start noticing this too as you start to use your gifts and abilities more. I get hungry as fuck after doing stuff. So that's why I'm like, what do I have in range that I can put in my face right now? The answer is Reese's Pieces. That's the answer. So that's what we're going to put in our face. Peanut butter. A party platter from Pizza Hut. Well, it's like 10:46 here. Let's see what's open. I don't want McDonald's. I may just eat a big bowl of veggies before I go to bed. Wendy's. McDonald's. See, I don't want any of that. But I also probably ought to eat. I had a big salad today. Yeah, it's all fast food. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. Thank you, Gabe. Oh. Yeah, I can't fast. All right, Sam. What's up with a lot of you guys getting ambition cards today? Y'all watch me shuffle. Y'all watch me shuffle. Oh. So you have ambition and drive. Then you have reconciliation. And then you have darkness and fog. I have a feeling it's fixing to get really loud for a while. Miss Sam, let's talk. As all the fireworks go off. So you finally found your swing. You finally found your rhythm. You finally found your ambition. And you are moving forward like nobody's fucking business. Am I right? You are doing everything that you want. You're doing everything you can. You're growing your gifts. You're growing spiritually. You're growing physically. Like, you're doing good. Am I right? You're in a spot where you finally feel good about you. So let's talk about this reconciliation card. Because this is somebody trying to come back in your life. And to be honest, I think at first you're probably going to be flattered by the idea. I would not be surprised if you're even a little tempted to take the idea. You know what I mean? To just see where it'll go. But here's the thing. Whoever this is that is going to try to be coming back into your path, into your life, they don't have good intentions. They don't have good intentions. They do not have the intentions in there that they just want to be around you, with you, for you. They don't have the good intentions that... They don't have good intentions, Sam. They don't have good intentions. The reason I say that is because of this damn darkness and fog card. This is going to go one of two ways with this reconciliation. This is somebody that did everything they could to tear you down. This is somebody that when you were with them, they squished who Sam is. You became what they wanted you to become. And now they see you doing good. And now they see all of the cool things that are going on. And now they see the growth and this. They see all the things, right? So they want to come in to squish that. So if you take this reconciliation deal, this is your grand prize, and this is darkness and fog. I'm going to say to go ahead and pass to door number 2 and to allow this right here to just be turned right back around on this person. Thank you, Miss Sandra. And hello there, you old goth witch. I saw you sneak in there. If you go ahead and say, you know what, pass, I'm going to choose door number 2 or maybe door number 57. Like, I'm going to go way the fuck down here. They get this. This is their prize. Whoever chooses door number 1, yeah, this is what they get. Be flattered. Be flattered that they are wanting to come back around. Be flattered that whatever. But do not take that deal. Do not take door number 1 at all. At all. Okay? Don't take door number 1. No, door number 1. Words are not my friend tonight. They aren't. Don't take door number 1. Just saying. They do not have good intentions, and when you do not take door number 1, this little fucker is back in my lap, and now I'm gonna have to hold my legs a certain way so he doesn't fall. I love my cat. I love my cat. I love my cat. I love my cat. He has like 6 claws in my leg fat. Here's the thing, Sam. Is it unusual for other relatives to tell us that they'll be waiting for the other members passing? No, not really. It took me a second. So here's the thing, Sam. They don't have good intentions. And so before this happens, before this opportunity of a lifetime pops up, I would ward and protect the fucking shit out of all your shit. I would ward every fucking pair of shoes. I would ward your doormat. I would ward your fucking tires. I would ward every fucking thing. Because when you say no, they're going to send all of the bad juju and every bad thing they can your way. Okay? Fuck that person. Don't make me come over there. Don't make me come over there. Thank you, Sam. Okay, so the racing rover looks so much like some of the things from the Gazorpazorp episode of Rick and Morty. I cannot unsee it, and it's funny. And if you guys are fans of Rick and Morty, and you know the Gazorpazorp episode, Miss Kathryn Brown, are you ready? And if you don't know the Gazorpazorp episode, why not? Why not? That's your homework. Go watch it. Oh, shit. Y'all are laughing. Y'all are laughing your ass off right now. Look, those of you guys that know exactly what episode I'm talking about, you are laughing your ever-loving asses off right now. Just saying. I love you right back. I love you right back. All right, Miss Kathryn B, you ready? You start off with reassurance and protection. Then you have loyalty. And then you have omniscient advisor and counselor. Okay. You're okay. You're okay, Vladdy Patty. I think that's why he's freaking out. I just happen to think, like, this is his very first 4th of July. This is his very first 4th of July. Just realized that. You're all right. Where are you down here? You okay? Yeah. Do you just need some lovies? Yeah. I love you. You're okay. It's not going to get you. I got you, okay? I got you, buddy. It's not going to get you. He's laying like half on my leg. I don't know how he's laying. So, yeah. All right. Miss Kathryn. First of all, I'm going to say congratulations and good on you for throwing up all the protections, for doing the return to senders, for doing everything you need to do to get yourself, your space, and your path cleared and protected. This is actually one of the few times when I'm going to say that A, still saying you can never have too many protections, but B, I think that you have upped them to the level that they need to be, and you can probably coast for just a little bit, but all this protection you asked for, and whatever it was that you specifically said about wanting to know who's on your side and not, you're going to start seeing over the next 2 weeks, especially those people that are on your side, those people that have always had your back, those people that have always been very loyal to you. You're going to see them be, I don't want to use the word outed, but outed. You're going to find out in a very crystal clear way who has had your back and who's a lying bitch. And I think that some of the people that are in this category over here of they have been loyal, they have had your back, they are fantastic friends and so on, I think a few of them are going to surprise you. I really do. Because I think that you think maybe they're over here in the lion bitch category, but they're not. You're going to find you have more people on your side than you realize, and you're going to find you have more people standing up behind your back for you than you realize. And as this happens, as all of this pops up, where you're seeing exactly who it is that are on, who it is on your side. I'm so sorry, my Oklahoman came out. When you start seeing who it is that's on your side, you're also going to find this. There's going to be that guru that you've been asking for, that spiritual guide, etc., that you've been asking for. He is tearing the fuck out of my leg. I was trying to hold it together. That really hurt. Really, really hurt. He's a dick. I love him. I love him. He just did this long slide off my leg with several of his 90 bazillion claws stuck in my leg. Like, I feel like he did it on purpose. You know what I mean? Oh, you're not going to hold me? You're not going to let me up on the table? Let me slide down your fucking leg. Coolsies. All right, Miss Kathryn. You're going to find that guru you've been waiting for. And this is going to be somebody that has the time to take you kind of under their wing and to show you the things that you need to know and to help you. I don't want to say move forward because I don't think that's the case. Move up. Move up. Not so much forward, but up. You want to move up. With this loyal circle here, you are going to have the people that are over here in the lion bitch category try to attack them. You are going to have the people that are in the lion bitch category try to attack you when they realize that you know who they are. And I'm so sorry that you're about to go through all of that. It's never fun when you know that people are attacking you and your friends. It's never fucking fun. Never fun. I would put some protections around those people as soon as you know who it is that's in this loyal pile on your side. Yeah, I would throw protections around them in a heartbeat. Otherwise, the lion bitch peoples are going to get them too. Okay? And I don't mean like bring them down to their level. I don't mean anything like that. I just know that they are 100% going to end up. What are you doing, computer? Why are you doing the things you're doing? They're going to end up making it to where y'all are no longer friends. Okay? All right, Sarah B. Ready? Okay. More ambition cards. Okay. So you have ambition and confidence. You have, let me word this correctly because I hate the way this card is worded. Balance of contraries. Probably should have censored that. Sorry. Then you have feminine intellect. Girl, you got people fighting over your ass. You got people fighting over you. This 100% is job-wise. You have people fighting over you. The ambition and competitiveness, excuse me, not confidence. The ambition and competitiveness card. You've been making waves. You've been making big ripples in places, in your job, in career, etc., just around you, that I don't think you realize how big these waves have gotten. You have made these waves, and they were just small ones at first, like little bitty tiny ones, but they've gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, to the point that it has been being crystal clear to upper management, the people around you that are not making the waves, the people around you that are not doing their jobs, basically. So be prepared for two things in the upcoming weeks. I would say the next 3 weeks. One, be ready to have a lot of people that you've probably never talked to suddenly come out of the woodwork and want to ask you questions, want to be your friend, want to weasel their way in there, whatever. They've been hearing your name around, and so they want to find out what's going on. I am actually going to tell you to keep everyone at arm's length. Don't really trust anyone, especially these new people that are trying to come in and suddenly be your friend, okay? Don't trust them. The next thing I'm going to say is this. Thank you, Miss Sandra. The next thing you need to be ready for in the next few weeks is having to make a decision about a promotion. Okay? Thank you, love. Having to make a decision about a promotion. Whether you take it or whether you stay where you're at. Whether you take this promotion or that promotion. Do you see what I'm saying? To be honest, here's what I'm going to say. Take the one with the most shit. Take the one with the most shit. That means the most workload, the most money. Do you see what I'm saying? But here's the thing. With that feminine intellect card down there, I just whacked myself right in the eye. That was great. Just with that feminine intellect card down there, trust your gut 100% with all of this, with every bit of it. Everything about this situation is a me, myself, and I situation. Nobody else needs to know what you're doing. Nobody else needs to know about the things you've been working on. No one else needs to know about what your plans are for the future, especially not around your job. Okay? Woo! Because if they do, they will use that information against you, and they will try to sabotage those things. I would highly advise not trusting anybody at your job, especially not people that either are on your level or slightly higher. And when I say slightly higher, I mean like you're on this team and there's a team lead. Okay? Be really, really careful, girl. Don't let them get to you. Okay? All right. Miss Minnie. How is Miss Minnie Pooh? How is Miss Minnie Pooh? I think she's probably already gone to bed because I know she's on the East Coast. It's really funny. I'm just going to say this real quick because I'm sure she'll watch this on YouTube later. But Miss Minnie is one of my all-time favorite people that I've come across here. She doesn't realize it, but she's a success story. She doesn't realize it, but she's a success story. Ready, Miss Minnie? Woo! So you have diligence and resourcefulness. Tiny Peepee Man agrees. Then you have conflict behind the mask. Conflict behind the mask. And then you have the future. Okay? Then you have the future. Do you remember when I met with you on that Zoom meeting and we spoke about family? We spoke about especially your older brother and things like that. Do you remember? I want you to think back about that conversation. Okay? I want you to think back about that conversation. You have always, this is literally confirmation of stuff. You have always been able to be super diligent and work really hard and get the things that you needed and the things that you wanted. Not only that, but you are so resourceful when it comes to anything at all. Something goes wrong, you figure it out. You want something, you figure it out. You have always been insanely resourceful, and I don't think that I know you don't give yourself enough credit. I don't know why I said think. I know you don't give yourself enough credit. But this is literally the universe telling you that your diligence and resourcefulness, like, it's noticed. It's noticed. This also, the suspense behind the mask, goes along with what we were talking about on that Zoom call. I know that I knew that was coming. I know that there's a lot of things that you want to accomplish, you feel like you need to accomplish to make other people happy. And I know that that sits kind of down under there, and it just, I don't want to say festers, but festers. Festers is a good word. It just festers. The thing about this is, if you allow that to continue to fester under that mask for too much longer, you run the risk of rotting away some of the amazing things that you've accomplished. You run the risk of rotting away all of the steps you've taken to get to where you're at. Sometimes just yanking the mask off and letting everything out into the open and heal is exactly what needs to happen. Okay? Because this future card right here if you keep all of that locked up behind a mask, behind a shell, behind whatever, in a little box somewhere in there, it is in no way going to help you in the future. In no way is it going to help you in the future. Because as it's being covered up right now and as it's being pushed down right now, it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And I don't want to see that happen. So I just want you to think about it, because getting all of these things out in the open with family, I know, is a horrendous feat to undertake. I know it is. But I also know that if you don't do it, it is going to fuck up a lot of your future over here. Okay? Does that make sense, Miss Minnie? All right, Miss April. April C, you ready? Woo! How are you guys this evening? It's awful late and you're up hanging out with me. All right. So I got these little erasers for Christmas gifts and forgot to put them in Christmas gifts, and my kid tore my dolphin apart. But now it's kind of fun to play with, I'm not gonna lie. Not that it wasn't fun to play with before, but texture-wise, a little bubble in there. I can like poke my finger on it. I don't know. It's heaven. Okay, anyway, I digress. Welcome to the neurodivergent brain. All right, Miss April, are you ready? You start off with intuition, subconscious, and currents. You have been on edge lately, haven't you? Then you have the known unknown. And then you have wisdom. Girl, you've been traveling. You've been doing some shit. And when I say traveling, I don't mean you just went to the Keys. I mean, you've been doing some shit. And the thing is, I'm not sure you realize you've been doing some shit. I have a feeling... Sarah B's back again. Oh, yay. I love that, Sarah. I have a feeling, Miss April, that whatever this is, oh, and a little scary. Don't let it scare you, sugar. Don't let it scare you. I have a feeling, Miss April, that I don't know if... Really? I don't know if you've been sick. I don't know if you had medicine changed. I don't know what it is that's changed up here with the old noggin, with the brain, but something has shifted. So now your subconscious, your intuition are working insanely overtime. Your the currents of everything that you're getting in as far as downloads go is working overtime, meaning that you've got a constant headache. You're probably a little dizzy. You're having to readjust anytime you're in a space, even if it's a space you're in 100 times a day, but you're having to kind of readjust every single thing going on around you right now. The known unknown card. I have a feeling that you know all of this. You know all of this already, but there's a lot of aspects to it that you don't know, so you can't really prepare fully for all the things that your intuition and your subconscious is going to bring out. Here's what I'm going to say, because when your gifts, your intuition, your third eye, whatever you want to call it, is blown wide open, and that's exactly what's going on here, April. It physically can be painful, and then spiritually it can be painful, because you can start to see and hear and feel shit that you didn't before. So then you have to start wondering, like, am I really crazy now? Am I full on Captain Jack? Like, what's going on? And you know that if you tell anybody about it, they are probably going to put you on medications. The wisdom card over here at the end what I'm going to say and what I'm going to recommend are this. Open up to your intuition. Open up to that inner wisdom. Open up to all of the things that, I don't want to say divinely guided, all of the things that are connected to that same path. It'll help you find this known unknown going forward. And it'll help you find who isn't really on your side when it comes to all of this. But your intuition is insane right now. It's insane right now. I love that your intuition's insane right now, and I hate it at the same time. Because it really does start to, it starts to wear on you. So I have five people left. Oh, Lord. I have 5 people left. Perla, Julie, Leslie, Heidi, and Jenny. I am hitting the wall. Those mediumships, those were a little hard on me this evening. So I'm just going to refund y'all's tickets. And then that way, if you want to grab one for tomorrow or this weekend, you can. But I'm just going to go ahead and refund y'all your last 5 there. So that way you're not waiting on me to catch up and all that stuff. Yeah. Because my brain just went and hit the fucking wall. It is mushy McMusherson in here. So I'm going to try to go to sleep with all of this going on, with a cat that is, I don't know what he's doing now. Hopefully he calmed down. The dogs at least aren't freaking out. This is not their first rodeo. But for those of you guys that are on those last 5 there, I'm going to refund you before I get to bed. Okay? That way y'all don't have to worry about it. And I am going to sleep in tomorrow. Y'all sleep in tomorrow. I will see you for a Reiki session. I will see you for some motivational reads. I haven't done motivational reads in a while. And I wanted to. All right. I will see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah.